Hello, dear and beloved science students. It's your favorite science teacher, Mr. Heckenlively, coming to you on Monday, April 20th. Okay, so this is the week where we're supposed to give you a schedule of the week, and I will be doing that. I'll also be trying some new things. For example, I'm going to try to have a Google Meet with each one of the classes tomorrow. So if you go to Google Classroom, now there's a code underneath the classroom. So you just go there and you'll see there's a code for Google Meet, and I'm going to do it in the following order. Period 1 is going to be from 8 o'clock to 8:20. Period 2 is going to be from 8:20 to 8:40, and my period 8 class, I'm going to have meet from 8:40 to 9 o'clock. Now this is completely voluntary, and I'm going to do no actual teaching during this. It's just, I really kind of miss you guys, and I'd like to see y'all, and I think you probably guys miss each other. So we're just gonna meet, talk, laugh, share, all those sorts of things. So that's what we'll be doing, and hopefully it works out. Another thing is we've gotten a little bit more clarity on how we're supposed to be taking, not grading, but checking for work. So I have created a category in School Loop, which is for completion of work that's assigned. We have been told time and time again, do not stress students out, so this is not a stress thing. I just want to keep track of you and how you are doing, so it does not affect, quote, your grades, because we're in the middle of the semester, and actually everybody's been doing really well. Everybody's been passing in my class, so I'm not worried about people passing. So, but just wanted to let you know that I think that there is an appropriate way to just track that you're doing the work. So I'm going to be putting that in School Loop. Like I said, it's a category that essentially has no credit. So please don't stress. It's not a stress thing. I'm not a stress teacher. Okay, I'm a learning teacher. All right. So I wanted to go over our cellular respiration sheet. Okay, so we have this. So I'm going to hold this up again, and then if you have any questions, you can stop the video and just take a look at my answers. So the main thing that we were looking at was the equation for cellular respiration. So that C6H12O6 plus 6O2 yields 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus ATP, and that's your equation for chemical respiration. In the handout that you got, it was looking at what the reactants were. Remember, the reactants are on this side, on the left side, so that would be, you could either say glucose and oxygen, or you could say C6H12O6 and 6O2. The products are here on the other side, so that would be 6CO2, 6H2O, and ATP, or you could just say water and oxygen, that's fine. Conservation of matter, we're just hitting that idea again. Remember, matter cannot be created or destroyed, it can only be transformed. And one of the things that hopefully you retained is the ability to count the number of atoms on one side of the equation versus atoms on the other side of the equation. So C6, that would be 6 plus 12, that's 18, plus 6 is 24, 6O2, that's 12, so it's 36 on one side, and then you count these up and it's 36 on the other, okay? And cellular respiration takes place in the mitochondria. Remember, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, okay? So let me just go through the answers on the first page. What are the reactants in cellular respiration? Glucose and oxygen. What are the products of what are the products in cellular respiration? Carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Was the law of conservation of matter followed in this reaction? Yes. Use the number of atoms of each type to explain your answer for number 3. Just put 36 atoms on one side of the equation, 36 atoms on the other side. what part of in a cell does cellular respiration occur? Mitochondria. Why is it important for all organisms to carry out cellular respiration? To have the energy necessary to carry out life processes, something like that. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up. I'll keep this up for about 10 seconds. Let's see. In case you want to check your answers, or you want to freeze it and take a look at it. Okay, moving on, we go to the next page. It's about cellular respiration and photosynthesis. So you have that picture there. And it's just asking basically the same questions on the other side. So we're comparing cellular respiration and photosynthesis so that you understand their complementary processes for life. Okay, so what are the reactants in photosynthesis? So we've got carbon dioxide, water, and light energy. Carbon dioxide, water, light energy. What are the products of photosynthesis? C6H12O6 plus 6O2. That is glucose and oxygen. Was the law of conservation of matter followed in this reaction? Yes. Use the number of atoms of each type to explain your answer for number 3. And it's the same answer, 36 atoms on one side of the equation, 36 atoms on the other side of the equation. What part of a cell does, and I'm sorry, it's a misprint there. It says cellular respiration, but it should read photosynthesis. And the answer is chloroplasts. And then the last question is, what type of organisms can carry out photosynthesis? That would be plants and algae and some bacteria. So I'm going to hold up page number 2 with the answers for about 10 seconds so you can see it. If you need to freeze, just stop the picture so you can take a look at it. That would be fine. No problem with that. And then the last page, what types of organisms carry out photosynthesis? Plants, algae, and some bacteria. All right, so I said I'm going to have sort of your plan for the week. So today, what we have is you'll be working on why are salmon in trouble. Okay, so it's got a link to a site talking about salmon, so I want you to go to that link first, and then you will answer the questions. Shouldn't be too bad. Wednesday's assignment, we're going to keep looking at this question of fish in water and what may happen if there are problems in the environment. And then on Friday, I'm going to have kind of I'll put together a little review of like 20 or 30 questions, just to make sure we're all remembering the science that we've learned. So remember, no reason to stress out, but I will be checking for completion of work. Everything will be in Google Classroom and in the Science Loop locker. All right, I hope that is helpful to you. And guys, I'm really looking forward to seeing hopefully all of you tomorrow. We'll do the Google Hangout. Like I said, no teaching. It's just kind of let's get back in touch. All right, I hope you're having an okay lockdown. See you later.